Alright guys, so today we are going to be doing an unboxing and a flip through of the Holy Grail Tarot. Let me give you the full title. So it is called the Holy Grail Mysteries as revealed by Tuatha De Danann, who appeared in the visions of the fairy seer Eileen Whiteswan. Now this particular deck is a, let's see how to describe this. Let me see. So this is supposed to be based on Arthurian legends. It's very Renaissance. I mean, it looks like a lot of Renaissance paintings. So I'm going to go through and kind of just give you guys a quick flip through on the cards. And then I'm going to go ahead and kind of talk about the card stock. Right, and so let's begin. So this is from MPC, which is Make Plain Cards. So these are actually by the artist, and I guess you just order them from the website, so you're ordering directly from them to be made for you. So you can order them in different finishes. I just got the basic finish, which was the S30. They are 2.75 inches by 4.75. The number of cards is 80. It is S30 standard smooth, and it comes with a plain black velvet back. So they have multiple, or they have 3 different styles of this. I ordered this deck. I thought it had black edging, but I guess it is just gold. So it's no big deal. I don't really mind. I actually like gold edging. But now as far as the actual cards themselves, let me see if I have a deck that I can compare this to. I think, what is this one? Madame Wilhelmina's? I think this is Madame Wilhelmina's. I can't even remember the title. But I believe these are the same size. Oh my god, they're almost dead identical in size. So this is the Madame Wilhelmina's, oh god, Monsters of the Macabre or something like that. I'll get the title for you guys in the description. But the style of card is the same thing. It seems like a S30, same thing, very bendy, smooth finish. Size wise, let's see. I'm gonna put them down together side by side. Yeah, that doesn't really give it to you. Let's put one on top of the other. Honestly, I think they're the exact same size card. Yeah, so these are actually the exact same size. And if you, I'm going to link Eileen's videos down about the actual deck, because she goes into full explanation about what is it I'm looking for? There are stories behind each one of the signs. So the pentacles, she's got a completely different story. For the wands, it's amazing. I mean, there's so much detail that I could not get in this video without making it like a 2-hour video. So I'm gonna go ahead and link that down below. You guys should check her channel out. She's actually really quite interesting. She's got an amazing story. I have Renaissance decks, but they look more like paintings, to where this looks like it was actually illustrated a completely different way. It's sort of like a fairy tale sort of book. It's really beautiful. Alright guys, so I'm going to give you a brief description before we get started looking at the cards of what Arlene was trying to get across, or trying to convey with this particular deck. It says, enter the realm of the Holy Grail Mysteries as revealed by Tuatha De Danann, who appeared in the visions to fairy seer Eileen Whiteswan. The Arthurian legends are imbued with magic and drama as the forces of dark and light play out in their cosmic battle to rule the world. So may the lessons learned assist you in readings and your life. Oh, and also you guys, I think you can get, you can get the cards done in different finishes. I see here they have a linen finish and linen and air light, which I'll be honest with you guys, I probably own a deck that has that style and I don't know. I know what linen decks are and I love them, but they do clap pretty loud when you shuffle. But I mean, really, I don't care. I just love linen decks. I love the finish. So you can get them done in different styles, you guys. But I think there's a minimum purchase with those, so just look into it. They have different price points for everything. Not only is it just really in-depth, and it was just so carefully thought out, like the entire process. Like, even the way that she explains, for instance, the pentacles. There's so much thought behind each card that it's not like your typical tarot deck where you would see like and the normal meaning for like the 6 of Swords. There is so much more to that 6 of Swords, and it's almost like you can, she even said you don't need to have the cards like if the cards are flipped, you don't have to worry about reading them that way, because even the cards upright have a light meaning and a dark meaning. And that's why I really think you guys should check out the videos that she has up. It's going to get more in depth and kind of explain to you what the dark side is of the card and the light side. So whether it's up or reverse, it's got both meanings to it. It just depends on how you view it intuitively. So let's go ahead and start getting into the photos. All right, you guys. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and just start showing you the cards one by one. I'm going to try to pull them as close as I can to the camera. Let me see if I can get some better lighting in here for you guys. Now, the deck took about 2 weeks to get here, which honestly, I mean, I knew the turnaround would be a bit, but it wasn't really too bothersome. I was actually wanting this deck for a few months, so I held off to see, and then I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and do it because, oh, another thing, I heard about this deck. The reason I found out about this was I finally got a hold of the Mysteries of the Black Madonna, and the creator of that deck was actually talking about this particular deck and said that these decks go well together. And when I saw the art, immediately I loved it because I love anything that is Renaissance style. But these in particular, they just have such a unique quality to them. So I was like, you know what? Let's try something a little different. So anyways, let's babble. Let's go on. So this is the King of Spears, which would be the King of Wands. And these might be a little backwards. We had a little incident where they kind of, maybe possibly I took them out early and flipped them. But I couldn't wait. So yeah. Anyway, this is the King of Wands. And let me pull this in for you guys. So this is the Queen of Wands. Let me pull that in. This is the Knight of, let's see, the Knight of Wands. Oop, I think I got those out of order. Yeah, well, this is the Knight of Wands. This is the, which would be the Page of Wands. So it's the Maiden of Spears, and this is actually the first card that pops up in the deck when you first receive it. But it kind of got out of order. Like I said, I got a little excited and I couldn't wait to see it in person. It's just because pages would typically tell you that, you know, there's a message coming through, or, you know, something new as far as an experience, opportunities. But if you look here, the king almost looks devastated in the back. So I just thought that was so interesting. The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Spears. And she said she was struggling to figure out how to create light and dark, or light and depth, with this particular piece. This is the Two of Wands. And I mean, look at that. You've got her up here with one wand, and then I suppose this would be the opportunity. This is the choice, whether you stay or you go with the other option. That's amazing. It's almost like the life you could have is sitting there at the bottom of that water. Here is the Three of Wands. Oh, wow. The illustrations, the art, it's gorgeous. Did the Four of Wands. And I mean, it's brilliant, really. The way she explains it, the way the stories come together, it's different. There's a lot of thought that went into these cards. Five of Wands. The Six of Wands. The Seven of Wands. Wow. I just realized there's like a big lion at the edge of the bed with all those spears coming at him. Or there's 5 spears of protection, but you got 3 coming at him. Oh wait, that's 4. Yeah, 4. How interesting. The Eight of Wands. Wow. And look at that. There's like a cup at the end of the rainbow. That's what I mean. There's just like so much. You gotta watch those videos. It's beautiful. The way she explains it, there's just so much to know about this. Like, I didn't even know about half these legends and things she was talking about. I barely heard about the Green Knight, and somehow it ended up in the deck. I can't get over the art. Like, the illustrations are gorgeous. I can't get over it. Yeah, she said she was trying to figure out how to do the light and depth. I think she did a great job. Here's the Knight of Swords. The Queen of Swords. I mean, look at that. How beautiful is that? See, because typically the Queen is shown as being very, it's almost hostile the way they make her look, you know, like she's so angry and it's like, come forward. But here she's so at peace and the sword's down. It's on the King of Swords. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, that is beautiful. The 3 strings on the back of his chair of his throne. And instead of the sword being up and down, typically like it would be the sword of truth, it's laying across his lap. You see what I mean? Like she just brought a whole different take to this. And there's a reason behind these things. Okay, here is the Ace of Swords. God, that is beautiful. This is one of my favorites, the Two of Swords. I guess this would be one of the Tristan and Isolde cards. The twos. Isn't that beautiful? They're floating on a like red velvet blanket. Wow. It's like 2 choices, one here, one there. Wow, this is so beautiful. It's very deep. Here is the 3 of Swords. I mean, look at that. Typically you see like a broken heart with 3 swords inside of it, but here we have 3 women and they look pissed. And then you've got, what is that, a griffin in the back, or is that a dragon? Is that a griffin or a dragon? I want to say that's a griffin. Here is the 4 of Swords. And I think that if I'm correct, that's Merlin. I know she described Merlin in another card, so I believe this is Merlin. See, each one of these characters on the cards are different characters from different stories that she has from Arthurian legends. There's multiple stories, so each suit has different characters in it. But I know this is Merlin. So that's the 4 of Swords. There is the 5 of Swords. And I mean, I want you to see that, guys. So the 5 of Swords typically shows conflict, which this does too, but look at the conflict there. It's like someone trying to fight for her. And then there's a cup spilled here. And then there's blood in the water. Do y'all see that? I mean, for the 5 of Swords, guys, that's a lot. But isn't that amazing? Like the way these cards, like they're really in depth. I'm honestly thinking about getting the, what would you call it? I forgot what it's called, but it's the bigger version of the cards. It's not the better version, but it's the more expensive version, should I say. But it looks totally worth it. I mean, I'm in love with these cards. I think they're so stunning. Look at even just the choice of colors. Like I've said in previous videos, I have a thing for purples and blues and blacks and sort of starry sky looking cards, and these are right up there. So this is a 6 of Swords, and look, there's like a dog here, and then there's the swords, and it's just crazy. Look at that. And there's the Grail. I guess that would be the Holy Grail shining in the background. I mean, oh my God. Look at that. And I'm definitely gonna pull you guys in, and I'm gonna just do at the very end of this video a flip through of you guys so you can actually see these one by one, because there's so much detail in these and I just can't show it all like this. I want to get it up close with way stronger lighting so that you guys can see it all. But this is the 7 of Swords. Isn't that crazy? Huh. And see, what's so crazy is that typically you would think the 6 of Swords, right, would be the boat, would be the swan, right? You'd be moving away from something. But if you look at these cards, it's the 7 of Swords. And the 7 of Swords is usually deception. So I need to go back and find out who this character is in particular. But I'm sure there's something deceptive about this, or something that's not on the up and up. But God, these are so awesome. Look at the art. I don't understand how she said she had trouble. This is so beautiful. There's so much to see in this. This is the Eight of Swords. And look at that. Down here. It's like someone has her trapped. And I guess these are the thoughts. The 8 swords. Wow. And then what is this down here? Is that a mirror? See, I'm telling you guys, you really need to see the videos that she has on these. Honestly, I can't believe she doesn't have a bigger following. She's so fascinating. I love her story behind this. I love that, you know, she took on a project that she had no idea would, you know, kind of come to her. She just kind of followed what Spirit said, and wow, this is such an amazing deck. I don't regret this purchase at all. In fact, I'm seriously considering buying the bigger deck because this is really, it's worth it. This is a Nine of Swords. I just love the use of color. It's so beautiful. Look at that swords. There's just so much detail. Okay, here is the 10 of Swords. And you see what I mean? Like, typically in the 10, someone's on the ground with swords in their back, right? And look at this. The 10 swords are here, and the 3, we'll call them maidens because I have no idea who in the hell those are. I need to see the sword suit. But they're kind of moving on. You know what I mean? So typically in the 10 of Swords, it's like, I guess all the worst that could happen has happened, but now you're moving on. There's brighter days ahead, basically. You know, you've been through all the pain you can go through. You're dropping it, you're letting it go, and you're moving on now. You know, the dawn's coming in the background, typically in the Rider Waite. But on this one, it's like the swords are in the ground, all the blood is there, and it's all said and done. And it's like these individuals are moving on now, like they've let it go. And see, I feel like that's so descriptive, and that kind of explains to me better what the 10 of Swords would be to a Rider Waite. You know, and I mean, hey, it's different for everybody. I just feel like for me, I connect with this a lot better. And not that I don't love the traditional Rider Waite. I mean, that's how we all learn. But with certain decks, it explains things in a way that kind of, it just clicks a lot better. So here is the Maiden of Pentacles, and this is a Pentacle suit. So this one I did learn a little bit about. I didn't write enough facts because I really want to try to convince you guys to go check out her channel. I think that you would really get a lot more out of her stories and her knowledge on the history. Really, I mean, she knows a lot. So I really recommend that you watch her videos, and I will definitely link them for you guys. See, there's the Madonna and Child up here. And look at that. There's the shield, the pentacle. I think that's Sir Gawain with the pentagram. Now, let me make sure which one would. Oh, that would be the Knight of Pentacles, which would be this one. So she said this in particular was Sir Gawain, and the pentagram was for the 5 qualities of chivalry. Inside the portrait was Madonna and Child. I don't know what that is, but okay, that would be that one. Okay, it was Madonna and Child, and she said Sir Gawain is straddling both the pagan and Christian world, metaphorically. So I just thought, wow, what an interesting take on that. Right, so by him carrying the pentagram and the Madonna and Child, it kind of is like he's on both sides. You know what I mean? I think that's really amazing. That fact I did love about that. I thought that was so interesting the way she did that. But I mean, just so I can get over this art. So yeah, that was that. Okay, so this was the Page or the Maiden of Pentacles, as I just showed you. And then this is the Knight of Pentacles, which would be the Sir Gawain card that I was talking about. Whoop. Which would be this one, the Sir Gawain. Okay. Now let's go on. This is the Queen of Pentacles. Let me pull these back up. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the deer. I mean, the way she illustrated this, oh my gosh, it is so stunning. It's so crazy because it's not exactly, but I don't know if you've seen the show Anne with an E. It kind of reminds me of that type of art. If you see the intro of that show, it's kind of like floating foxes and trees and stuff, and it kind of reminds me of that style, just a tad bit, not really, but just a little. I really love Anne with an E. This is the King of Pentacles. Look at that, you guys. Really, that is... Here is the Ace of Pentacles. And I do remember her talking about this. She kept saying that it was a, was it a girdle or garter? I forgot what she called it, but it's actually a belt, but that's what it was called. I think it was a girdle. I can't remember. It was, anyways, this is the Ace of Pentacles. God, this is even just that. I mean, it's such a simple illustration, but it's beautiful. It's full of depth and color. If you really look at it, even the mountains in the back have almost a teal color to them. It's quite beautiful. This is the Two of Pentacles. Sorry guys, we got people passing around maintenance. Two of Pentacles. It's so beautiful. And this is another two, so I would imagine this is Tristan? The Tristan and Isolde thing? She said the two, so I believe this is another one. Oh yes, okay. And I remember she said something about this, and I'm trying to think for the life of me, I can't remember. But it had something to do with the ship in the back. Something about the white flag instead of the black, or yeah, you got to see the video. It was just really tragic the way that it played out. So I love this. I think this is so pretty. Three of Pentacles. Even the story with this one was really good. This is the Four of Pentacles. And that one was Merlin. That's how I remember that. I know she had explained that this was Merlin. And that the Four of Pentacles is actually like withholding, right? So I think she said she was like withholding the knowledge that Merlin was teaching her. So I think that's what that was supposed to be. Like she was holding on tight to the knowledge that was being given to her, the wisdom from Merlin. Isn't that stunning? Ah, these are so pretty. I'm surprised more people haven't talked about this deck. Five of Pentacles. And mind you, she started working on this in 1996. So let's say even if she finished fully and was ready to go by 98, whatever, like this has been out for a while. And honestly, I've only seen a few videos on this and I didn't watch them yet, but I know a few people have reviewed this. The only videos that I watched were from Eileen because I wanted to understand the deck a little bit so I could give you guys a few tidbits. But yeah. So this is the Five of Pentacles. Wow, that's so pretty. The Six of Pentacles. And see, this one was the one that I found so funny because I'm trying to see where is it. So she was talking about the Green Knight, and I don't know if you guys ever saw the show that came out, the Green Knight. I didn't, but I know he sliced someone's head off and it went flying. So apparently that was a thing. And I think she said in this card on the Six of Pentacles, this is when that happened. Because like I told you, this is like a full-on story, guys, the way she has these cards set up. So I know she said on the window is supposed to be the guy's head that got chopped off, which may be... Yeah, so that's the Green Knight right here in the window. Oh God, I don't know if you can see that. Not enough light. Let me bring this light in a little bit because I really want you guys to see this. It's crazy. Ah, there, that might help. So if you look at that, there's the Green Knight in the window, and I guess that's the guy's head that he's cutting off. Sorry, guys. I promise I would get more detailed video of this. But yeah, apparently that was the. And what she did say about the Six of Pentacles was because typically it's about giving as well as receiving and balance, right? So this guy is actually giving him some information. And see, that's what I mean. It's like having to give up something to gain something. And so this would be like the sweet part of it, I suppose. You know, it's balance. And then you look here and it's like having to give something, like some type of information. So you see, she's right. You don't really have to turn the cards over because there's the good and there's the bad in the card. So you can kind of see it, whether it's up or down. So both meanings are basically an upright. It's just what you read intuitively into it, I suppose. All right, this is the Seven of Pentacles. This is the Eight of Pentacles. Look at that, you guys. Wow. Nine of Pentacles. I think this is a beautiful card. This is one of my favorites in the deck. I think the illustration, this woman is beautiful. The Ten of Pentacles. And again, I mean, look at that. There's so much to that. The Maiden of Grails, which would be the Page of Cups. The Knight of Cups, which would be the Knight of Grails. Ooh, it's a beautiful illustration. I'm telling you guys, like, this is really, really unique. I love it. I love the art. I love the choice of color. I love the stories, especially behind all of these. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? The Queen of Cups. Oh, what does it say in there? Traveler of the way between, know that the lady who rests in this boat is Dindane? Then drawn? Interesting. Oh wow, there's like fish floating around her. So this is the King of Cups. That is a beautiful depiction. Very, very beautiful depiction. Strong. The Ace of Grails, which would be the Ace of Cups. And see, this is what she talked about. The cup that she saw in her when she had her paranormal experience. My apologies. You know, this is, I believe this is the cup she said she saw, or was the one that was on the Maiden of Spears, or the Page of Wands. But yeah, I believe this one was the one she was discussing. Okay, we see the Two of Cups, Two of Grails. Oh, that's such a beautiful depiction. I'm telling you guys, you can get so much out of this. This is the Three of Cups. How pretty is that? Right? Love it. This is the Four of Cups, the Four of Grails. And look at this. So there's the 3 cups spilled there. And I don't know if he's bleeding or if he drank them all, but you've got the girl coming in on the horse with another cup. Wow. And now imagine reading this intuitively for someone. Like, there's so much you can get out of that 4 of Cups, no? 5 of Cups. Look at that. 3 cups up, 2 down. You got the big white, what is that? Is it a swan? Wow. Yeah, the only thing I can recommend is if you get this, yeah, absolutely read intuitively however you want. I mean, you can read the cards however you decide, but if you really want to get in depth and absolutely understand the cards a little bit better, I would recommend watching her videos. It's going to give you a better perspective on what this is about. And also, I really feel like in doing that, you will connect better with the cards and you will understand what you're looking at. And that way, you know what exactly you're seeing intuitively and then go for it from there. Not that you can't just do it intuitively, but I just love her stories. The meaning behind the cards just makes it a little easier for me to understand them. This is the 7 of Cups. And look at this one. This one I did find pretty interesting. So you've got the 7, you know, like the choices, the confusion, and then you've got like underwater, you've got her trying to figure out like which one. And typically it's just, you know, 7 cups floating in the air. So I thought that was just different. It was different, a little fascinating. I love it. I think it's fun. All right, you guys, here is the 8 of Cups. Look at that. This is so beautiful. She's forever floating in a dream. I love this. This is literally like being in a dream. It's pretty. This is the 9 of Cups. Man, I would love to buy these as paintings or as illustrated, whatever. I would like to just buy bigger versions of them. This is the 10 of Cups. Oh, that is so gorgeous. Look at that. Blessing the union. Wow, that is beautiful. Oh, that's so beautiful. The 2 swans on the end. They hold the 2 cups and then the other 8. Wow, this is so beautiful. I love this card. This is actually the best depiction I've seen yet of the Ten of Cups. But these are the significators. I don't know why those are in there. They were 2 of the extra cards that came. So I will find out what these are about later. But I thought they were just so beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. I have no idea what these are for. Look at that. So there's that. Okay. Alright, let me just get everything together real quick. Okay. Here we go. Alright guys, now let's jump into the major arcana. So this would be the Fool. And if you look, there's sort of like spirit behind him. You know, there's an angel behind him kind of guiding him. So he's always protected. At least that's how I view the card. Then he's got his little dog. There goes my dog, you guys. You can see it. I hope you guys can see that. Oh God, you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get this as bright as possible in here for y'all. Ah, there we are. That's much better. Because the lighting is really not great today. We kind of got, I think we might have a storm coming in. Okay, let's see. This is the Magician. I love this card. Oh my gosh. So look at this. The Magician's got the pentagram under him. He's got the sword, excuse me, laying at his feet. He's got the wand in his hand, like ready for action. He's got the cup. Oof. This is, man. So this is the High Priestess. And I want you to see this because it shows her right here, like with the sword in her hand, and she's holding it and it's balanced. And if you look down here, they kind of show her mirror image with the sword as well. But I don't think she's grabbing it there. So see, there's the light and the dark to the High Priestess. That's what I mean. Like, these cards are just amazing. This is the Empress. That's a beautiful Empress, by the way. That is quite beautiful. This reminds me so much of, because I love Great Expectations, the 90s version of it. The art that Finn would do in that movie kind of sort of reminds me a little bit. Not really, but sort of. All right, this is the Emperor. That's a beautiful Emperor too. Man, that's really cool. I really like her style of art. It's man, that's fun. Okay, let me pull it in and close a little bit right there. There you go. That's the Emperor. Here is the Hierophant, however you pronounce it. And in here you see 2 people, right here. Wow. So this is the lovers, and look at that, you guys. Huh. I want you to see that. So, oh, that's really weird. The Chariot. That is an awesome Chariot card. Wow, that's cool. I really like that one. Look at that. She uses a lot of deer. I love it. It's very beautiful. Strength. There we go. See, instead of the typical lion, he's got a wolf down here, a black wolf. And then he's got 2 black snakes in his hand. There's the infinity symbol. Telling you guys, this is definitely unique. The Hermit. Oh, wow. Look at the face on the Hermit. It's stunning. Stunning artwork. I love it. Ah, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, look at that. If that doesn't say change, choices. Wow. Justice. Ah, and look, she's got that man in her hand, and she's got the sword in the other. Now that's justice. The Hangman. Look at this. So in here, she uses a lot of sort of water, and she'll put elements inside of it, pieces of whatever the meanings are of the card. So for this one, it's like someone's floating. here is death. Oh wow. Oh wow, that is really neat. Is that a... So check these ladies out. They're like one big ass crow. Y'all see that? They're like all one crow, but they're like 3 different heads. So it's like the 2 wings and then the body. That is... This is Temperance. Oh, that's a gorgeous Temperance. Temperance can be one of my favorite cards next to the Star. Yes, it's not just because I'm an Aquarius, but I actually love the Star card. I feel like it's always done in such a unique way, depending on who's the creator of that deck and who the illustrator is. But this is the Devil. Oh, see, this is the Green Knight. Isn't that cool? He's holding his head. This is the Tower. Oh, wow, look, you guys. So the foundation is crumbling on the tower, but they don't show you the outside with everybody falling. This is almost as if you're watching the tower before it crumbles. You know? The Star, look at that. Beautiful. Fully clothed. Wow. Nothing showing. I like that. That's a really beautiful star. God, that is so pretty. The moon? The sun? That is, yeah. That is it, really, really. It's a gorgeous way to convey the sun. And this is Judgment. Wow, and look at this God. Look at his palms bleeding. Oh man, and there's the blood dripping into the... Wow, this is a really, really deep card. Look at that, you guys. There's so much in that. Really want you guys to take a look at that. It's so well thought out, and I'm sure there's so much meaning behind this. Look at that. The world. Oh my. Is that the Madonna and Child? Yeah, we've got 2 eyes back here. Here's the signs. And she's floating above doing the symbol that the Hierophant uses. And is it the High Priestess? I'm telling you guys, this deck is completely worth it. It's unique, it's different. If you have it in the budget, go for it. If not, I completely understand, but this would be one that I'd want to own. And I'm definitely thinking about purchasing the bigger size. So I'll make sure to link her videos down in the description, you guys, so y'all can check her out and kind of get a better understanding. I will put the links for this deck and for MPC in general. Check them out. There's a lot of independent sellers on there. And I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for checking out the video. If you guys are watching, those who subscribed, I really appreciate it. And just like, share, and subscribe. If you guys like what you see, or if this connects with you, let me know down in the comments if you're thinking about purchasing this particular deck. But thank you guys for checking this out. And if you like what you see, subscribe. Talk to you soon.